Allan Aguirre with your Incorruptible 2-minute warning. We are in week 20, the week of 9/11. Yes. I've been asked before, why don't you ever say, you never say much about 9/11. Well, if you don't have something good to say, don't say it at all. Yeah. So I'd rather just, we were making a record, Spyglass Blues, Loud as Feathers. And we were in our home studio, got up to drink coffee. I turn on the TV to watch some news with my morning coffee. Never do that. Very rarely do that. And I saw that there was a commotion happening in Manhattan. I took notice because that's my favorite city in the US of A. And I tuned in early enough to watch the second plane. That's how early I was watching that. I had one thought when I saw that, and it's a thought I don't share because it's I love this country. I've lived in the third world. I lived in communist Nicaragua for 3 to 4 months, and that's all I needed to see what I saw. People are amazing. It's just, there's a proverb that says, there's an actual proverb that says, oh man, I'm gonna chop it up. So, but it says that good leadership is awesome for the people. The nation will thrive. Bad leadership is really bad for the people, and it's going to hurt the nation. Just because the Sandinistas were in charge when I was there, and didn't mean the Nicaraguan people were bad. It's just sometimes you're dealt the hand that you're dealt, and so I love the fact that I was able. I was born and raised here in the States. I mean, that's a huge honor and a privilege. And so the fact that I see what I see and what's going on is going on just really bums me out. And so that's why I don't talk about it, because there's nothing I can do. I can talk, we can bring it up and all that, but it's out of all we can do is pray. See, if my people that are called by my name, apparently there's not a whole lot of those people. If my people that are called by my name would humble themselves and pray and fast. You see, another thing Christianity didn't teach us, or teach us correctly, is the sin of a people will cause the land itself to vomit you off of the land. There are some amazing dynamics when it comes to our space-time continuum, when it comes to the fabric of our reality, the cause and effects that are actually part of the fabric of our reality that God set up. There are some amazing things. For example, that one. The sin of a human being can determine weather, floods, droughts as punishment. People don't understand that. And the sin of a nation will cause the land itself to vomit them off of that land, so that the land can heal. I mean, it's in your Bible. So, and I've always wondered who God had lined up for us, because a lot of times it's people groups that will drive a people group out or subjugate another people group. I mean, it's called history. It's available. You were taught this in school. Never once thought it would happen literally from the inside by our own, but it sure does look like it. It sure is looking like that more and more. See, I'd rather not talk about it. We're not a conspiracy theory ministry. We're a fact-based, but as long as, hell, the Jesus narrative we believe here at Chameleon Church is considered conspiracy. Yeah, because we're not inclusive. we're exclusive because we're, whatever, all the nonsense these people out there are pushing. Anyway. No, wrong one.
It's Monday.
Yes, it is.
It's Monday.
It is Monday.
It's Monday.
It's Dress Like a Mod Monday. If we're connected on Facebook, you saw my story maybe you saw my story this morning. It's Dress Like a Mod Monday. You can't see from where you're sitting, but I am chaka boots and all. All right, hey. Thank you for the likes and all that. Don't forget to like. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. Hit that bell for the alerts. I never say that about this. I always forget to say that about this broadcast. Like, share, follow, and I know that I see that people do that, and I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. All right, where are we? What are we doing? Incorruptible 2-minute warning. We are beginning the chapter 15 of Romans. No need for a really big intro. This is pretty, I would say, self-explanatory. English Standard Version has this called the example of Christ. Verse 1, we who are strong have an obligation to bear with the failings of the weak and not to please ourselves. Very self-explanatory there. Verse 2, let each of us please his neighbor for his good, to build him up. Act for his good, Complete Jewish Bible says. All right, back to the Complete Jewish Bible, verse 3. Well, no, I'm sorry. English Standard, then Complete. For Christ did not please himself, but as it is written, the reproaches of those who reproached you fell on me. Cross-reference Psalm 69, 9 through 10. Complete Jewish Bible, I like the way it sounds there. For even the Messiah did not please himself. Rather, as the Tanakh says, the insults of those insulting you fell on me. English Standard. For whatever was written in former days was written for our instruction, that through endurance and through the encouragement of the scriptures, we might have hope. Complete Jewish Bible. For everything written in the past was written to teach us. Paul says that in 1 Corinthians. Remember the Exodus to ingathering. I don't want you to be naive or ignorant to what happened to Israel in the desert. I think it's 1 Corinthians 10, 1 through 12. It's the premise for the first Exodus to Ingathering field manual. For everything written in the past, he said, was written for to warn us what happened in the desert with Moses. It was written to teach us, so that with the encouragement of the Tanakh, with the encouragement of the scriptures, with the Old Testament, we might patiently hold on to our hope. Right there, Paul, right there, that alone says you can't do this New Testament thing without the scriptures, the Tanakh, the Old Testament.
The views and opinions expressed during our broadcasts are solely those of the broadcast producers, hosts, and/or guests, etc., and are not necessarily the views or opinions of the Travelog Network, its sponsors, or affiliates.